Welcome back to KyTalks. It's Key be talking. Okay. So I had kicked my family out so I can record because they loud. Like it'd be a whole circus in here. I didn't feel like going outside because it'd be loud outside. Like where we stay at is by the highway. It's not a highway, it's like a main street and it's loud. This subject that I'm talking about today is called entrepreneurship. This is gonna be, I'm gonna start off by saying that when I realized that I was an entrepreneur is when my job settings were starting to piss me off. That I didn't want to wake up and go early in the morning. And the only reason I went early in the morning is because, due to my kids' schedule and stuff being in daycare, I just could never get up. Like, I don't want to get up and go to this job. I was really good at what I did at my jobs, but the more that I, went deeper into it, I was like, heck no. I was an accountant and I was getting paid $14 an hour. Granted, yes, I don't have my degree, whatever. People are so upset that I have a degree. But at the same time, they wouldn't pay me more. And mind you, I was traveling a long time to get to this place. So I was like, So I went to a dental office and working at Aspen Dental. And I took a pay cut of 50 cents and was getting paid $13.50 to be a PSR. Horrible job. I was at the front desk, doing all the extra stuff. I even was back there with the hygienist. I was back there with the dentist and people's mouth. Like, it was just too much. But it was an energy-filled environment. And I started to realize, like I said, I didn't want to wake up. And then I started to feel like my creative sense. I'm like, dang, I'm supposed to be doing something else. And it wasn't working for nobody else. So I'll never forget that day that I quit. It's like me walking in and having a conversation with God in the office, the manager's office. I'm like, yo, I quit. And he was like, oh my God, I was waiting for you to say that. I noticed that you was, uncomfortable, this and that. Like, it was like I was talking to God. So I ended up quitting my job September 5th of 2018. And everybody was like, oh my God, why did you quit your job? This. Mind your business. This is between me and God. My job, and I had more time to create, make my videos, write, study, all of that. And I was able to work around my kids' schedule as well because they were in school. Asking him to be an entrepreneur was crazy because I'm like, okay, this is my first apartment. I'm a single mom, and Lord, you want me to quit my job? As time went on, it had gotten a little bit easier to trust him. But I remember when I left Florida, I did go back and work. I was a server because I was like, oh, it's quick money, this and that. But that did not last long. I think I lasted there for about like a month or two. But just being around other people, the energy and the environment, it just wasn't it. And I got yelled at. God was like, didn't I tell you to trust me? But I was like, Lord, how am I gonna trust me? So I ended up quitting. Growing up, I learned that I was around a lot of entrepreneurs in my family. And the main one was my mother. My mother could cook. My mother could create things. My mother could, she was really big on creating. And my grandma was another one. She created a lot of things, and clothes was mainly her thing. My aunt, she created clothes as well and designed clothes. Never looked at it like, oh my gosh, everybody's so creative. Now, I was a writer, and then I, doodle and everything in my journal and stuff like that. But I never looked at it like, oh my God, I have a creative bone in my body, or there's something that was in my family. I didn't start my business until, what is it? Yep, 2020. I had gotten an LLC up under my business name, Lene Key. And up under that, I obviously am a writer. Then I have my press-on and nail business. And then I have my skincare business. So that's the only thing that's on there right now. But yeah, I have an LLC under my business. But being an entrepreneur is a spiritual journey. It really is. It is something that helps build character because it's about to be 2025. And I've gotten my LLC in 2020. And I have grown a lot. Like, I know, the business aspect about it, trusting God in that aspect. and just building myself and seeing where I want to go. Like, of course, you see people like, oh yeah, this is my nail business, this and that, but it takes a lot, like trusting yourself for people to trust you, that you are running a business. Wait to take Pressed by Key to another level. Like, it's just more than pressed ones to me. Scripture that I can honestly say that helped me go through my entrepreneurship is definitely been 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. Because there's so many times where I was like, no, I don't want to do this. And God was like, what are you talking about? This is not what we're talking about. You can't just give up and quit. Just because you don't see the fruits of your labor right now, like, keep going. And, like, honestly, like, I'm at that point where it's just like everything's about to just blossom. I can honestly say that entrepreneurship is definitely a self-love build-up. Because you have to love yourself enough to trust God and to trust yourself that you can be able to serve people in the areas that God has put you in and use your gifts. And like I said, I'm a healer, so being able to use my gifts to be able to heal you guys and help show you guys the way, like, that's a gift too. He's trusting me and I'm trusting him to help me improve my gifts for you guys. So, and another thing I heard too, some guy was like, post your purpose. It's not about posting this and posting that. Like, it's posting your purpose. And that's me, my content and stuff. So, I can't wait to get back and put everything on my YouTube channel. And then, you know, still be bouncing back and forth between TikTok and YouTube. So, I'm on a journey of posting my purpose, y'all. Well, they're complaining that it's hot, so I'm about to let them back in. So, thank y'all for listening to KyTalks, because Key be what? Key be talking.